I'm James.
And I'm Emily.
We show your actual weight loss journey with the keto lifestyle.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and check us out on Facebook and Instagram. But most importantly, don't forget to get ready.
Set.
Keto.
All right, here we are. Hopefully
That was fast.
Hopefully you can hear us. All right. Red Wine says, "Hey, it's me. I'm waiting."
Today has gone by so fast.
Karen's here from Southern Ketovore.
Hi, Karen.
And Shauna's here.
Watching Radical Geeks Friday Cheese video. We just watched that too.
Yes, cheese.
Yes, cheese. Professor Toady, hello, hello. Indiana. So
Everybody can hear us. I hope. I'm going to the bottom. All right. Well, no one's saying that they can't hear us.
So let's go with they can.
All right. Professor Toadie's here.
Yes.
S. Wilson's here.
Hi, Shauna.
Can we call S. Wilson Stacy?
Can we?
22 Q Cats here.
Hello, hello.
All right, everybody talking.
And Karen's back.
All right.
So
Would you have planned to talk about?
he thinks this is so funny because he's always more prepared than I am.
I'm not prepared. I don't even know why people watch us. And apparently Dr. Barry didn't get the memo that we were going live because he's live right now at the same time. So
Yes.
Sorry if everyone runs off now that I made that announcement.
Yeah, he is live right now. We were trying to catch some of that before.
Yeah,
so that's what took us a minute.
Maybe we'd get better ratings if we just turned the monitor around and we just played Dr. Barry.
Yes. You can do your little impression.
Red Wine says, hope we're happy that he's changing his driving hours just to make sure
we love
I'm
you too.
up for your live on Fridays. Well, you know it really sucks that you have to change your schedule so that you can be up at 6:30.
Pluto said sound is good and hello. Hello. And yeah, that's nice. He changed it just for us.
Yes.
I'm sure that was the only reason.
I guess apparently they go to bed before 6:30 at the nursing home.
Stacy said yes, we can call her Stacy.
Okay. You know, Stacy just sounds better than S. Wilson.
We go by last names at my work.
Well, we used to go by last names at my work. But you know what I think of when I think of Wilson?
What?
A volleyball.
That's funny.
Shauna says, no, I'm not going anywhere. Flying chat makes me dizzy. You know, Dr. Barry just unannounced goes online and he has 1,700 people watching.
Yeah. He's so
I like to think that he took
though.
1,500 of them from our live.
Right. So
Red Wine says he's old.
Yeah, so am I.
All right, so not keto related. So I work for the Department of Transportation now. And one of the things that I notice is I do maintenance at rest areas. And the stuff I'm seeing, first off, Red Wine. I've noticed that just about when I'm just working and I notice people walking from their trucks into the rest areas, just about all the truck drivers talk to themselves. One of the observations I've made.
They may not. They may have
no, they're not.
AirPods in.
I've checked. They talk. They sing. They are their own best friend.
Lisa just stopped in. Hey, Lisa. She is heading out to the movies. I hope you have a wonderful time and enjoy your movie.
Yes. What movie are you seeing? Keto Kelly's here. She says, hi, RSK crew.
Yes.
I guess I could have did that.
Yes, you could
I guess
have.
I could have highlighted that. There's a witch here. Says, what's happening on my booze? Happy Friday.
Please, I love her names.
Witch, please. Okay, so the other thing I've seen at rest areas
Okay.
has been, first off, I still see people walking their dog out in the dog parks by themselves, wearing a mask. Seems odd.
Okay.
And just today, I went to the bathroom and I got done using the restroom. I washed my hands, and the guy who was using the urinal next to me
Right.
came over and he washed his hands, and I noticed that he was wearing gloves. He had on
Latex gloves.
blue latex
Yeah, he already told me about this.
exam gloves, and he used the bathroom and then washed the gloves. And
The gloved hands.
Yes, he washed his hands with the gloves on and then went over to the dryer and dried them and left. So I'm noticing a lot of stuff.
Yes. Different.
Totally unrelated to keto, but definitely mental health.
Yes. So Red Wine just said, I do it too. So, but he's always done it. Talk to himself.
Always?
Always.
Well, that life in the truck. I drove over the road for 6 months. And I hated it. It was lonely. No one cared about my time. Everyone was totally disrespectful. And you are treated like the lowest person on earth. And I have no idea why. So I did not like that. And I won't do it.
I won't do it.
Actually, you know what? I think if she was to pack up and leave, I might just go over the road just because. Like, that might just push me over the edge, and I would go talk to myself at the rest areas.
Hungry Heath said he talks to himself sometimes too.
I know.
Expert advice.
I'm going to put it on the screen.
You do that.
What Heidi did said,
Heidi
yay,
made it. Hi,
I made
Heidi.
it 20 Your Lives. And just so if anyone doesn't know, what Heidi did does have a channel.
She does.
And I have been watching it.
Me too.
So if no one has checked out
We're listening anyway.
Yes. If no one has checked out what Heidi did, she has a channel on YouTube.
Yes.
And I believe there might be a good story there.
There is.
Wasn't she vegan?
You have to watch, find out.
Yeah, go watch, because that was actually a really cool story.
So Shauna said, I got some great news. The $2 COVID hazard pay we've been getting was going to stop. My boss is going to counter that with two $1 an hour raises before that happens. That would be awesome if I got that. But I am happy for you.
Yes.
Renee said, not a truck driver, but talk and sing to myself a lot too.
That's Blue Dove.
Oh, sorry.
Just
sorry.
because it's got wings doesn't mean
I saw
it's
the
Renee.
wings. Yep.
Shauna says do with gloves. That's not.
It's not how it's supposed to be done.
No, definitely
It's
not.
not.
Nan Caitlin's here. Hi, Nan.
Yes.
Yes, and I was a very big Seinfeld fan. Blue Dove.
Was or is?
Well, I still am, but.
Not as much
Well,
watching.
no, there's new stuff. There's new stuff. There's What We Do in the Shadows, which I love that show.
Yeah, I don't.
I love Letterkenny.
I don't.
Red Wine says you won't see me with a mask. Wait till you see people come in, wash their hands, then go to the bathroom and walk out without washing again. Well, maybe they didn't want to get their willy dirty. I just got kicked. She kicked me. Just so you guys know that when I say something that's not liked, I get kicked.
Oh boy.
I said Willie.
Okay.
Shauna says, I talk while I craft too, and my printer got an earful today.
I'm sure.
It's been a sad past 30 days for me on BBB, and he didn't lose any weight.
Did you lose inches though?
I bet you lost inches. I bet so.
Yes.
Scott's
here. Hi, Scott.
Platte River Keto, if you didn't know. Scott has a channel also, Platte River Keto.
And Shauna asked the same thing. Do you do measurements? Yeah.
Diane says, try working in a truck stop for
13 years. I can tell you why they talk to themselves.
Heidi says, thanks, no problem. We like to promote other channels. That's what we do.
Kelly is she's gonna measure at the end of the month. I bet you lost inches. Even if the pounds or the scale doesn't say so, I bet you lost inches.
And if you didn't lose inches and you didn't lose pounds, I bet you feel better.
Yeah.
I bet you.
Scott's about to leave and go watch some football. Band dad. Noah started band this year.
He did.
Yeah.
And
he's very, very excited about it. And he got his pick. It's still early. He hasn't actually gotten to play the instrument yet, but he got in percussions.
He's in percussion, and yeah, it seems weird that this was the second week of school, and yet they're still
have not touched the instruments.
And they're still, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Maybe they're showing them
he played
the instruments.
He played football last year and said he did not want to play football, so he wanted to do band. So that's what he's doing.
Renee says, guess I should stop taking off my gloves in patient rooms and just wash them and go to the next victim. Might as well. That seems like the thing to do. Sometimes I wonder if I'm the weirdo.
Lou's made it. Hello. And Alan's Awesome Keto World. Hello. And of course, Karen likes Letterkenny. Somebody at work asked me today, have you seen that show, What We Do in the Shadows? I'm like, oh, yes.
Karen, have you watched Shoresy? Because for some reason, I think I might have liked Shoresy even more
than Letterkenny.
Yeah, but I mean, they're both.
I like a lot of the quotes, but the show itself.
Look, Hungry, he says.
Oh, yeah.
We love what we do in the shadows.
Yeah. So the guy at my work who asked me if I watched What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
They do a big Halloween party every year. And everybody dresses up, and him and his wife are dressing up as Laszlo and...
Nandor?
No. What's her name?
I don't know, I forget. You asked me too fast. Any other time I'd know. Darn it.
But their costumes always look great, so I can't wait to see it.
Rebecca says, hi guys, I watch all your videos, but first time
I'm so glad you made it.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for watching. We are up to, looks like 36, so maybe Dr. Barry finished. He's stealing all our peeps.
Yeah. Shauna said, so now how wrong?
How wrong you are by the amount of bruises on your leg. Luckily, she's not wearing shoes. So it's not that bad. But I do get kicked. Redwine says, that's why I like you, Mr. Willie. It's the best I could do. This is family.
Right.
Everyone can relate with Mr. Willie.
Yes. 22 Cat says, how's Noah tonight? Noah is tired.
Okay, so, yes.
First full week of school.
It is quiet in the house, but he's downstairs with the door shut and he's playing video games.
Yeah. And we were just trying to film just what we had for dinner, which was steak. Spoiler alert, steak on a Friday. But the birds were freaking out. They were so loud.
So Kenny is really starting to talk a lot, and now he whistles and says, hello, Paw Paw.
And it's so cute.
Yeah, so he was just screaming and whistling and saying, hello, Paw Paw, and it's like you get mad, but you can't get mad because it's cute.
Yeah. Diane said kicking sounds reasonable to me.
Yes.
She knows.
I know. Diane is my aunt.
Yes.
Professor Toady loves the Sandman. I have never seen the Sandman.
I've never seen the Sandman.
Is it worth it? Apparently it is if someone loves it and someone finished it.
Yes.
We need to watch it.
So the movie that I picked that we are definitely watching this weekend is Hocus Pocus. Just saying.
Kathy says that you could have pinched me.
Yep. Maybe next time.
You know, the reason we have to watch Hocus Pocus is because she was referencing it.
Yes.
And she says,
Noah, have you ever watched it? He said no. I said, we can watch that this weekend.
Yeah. I was
But-
like, I've never watched it. I've never watched
Well,
it.
okay, so there's a reason behind I want to watch it too. There's a convention coming up here in a couple weeks, and it's a horror convention, and they're having a bunch of people from the cast of Hocus Pocus at this show, and Noah will be there with me, and I want him to know who these people are from this movie. So if you've seen me post it on Facebook, if you're friends with me, I post about Horror Hound. If you like horror movies and whatnots like that.
The Texas pterodactyls are coming back.
Are you going to click on it?
After our rains, can't spray my yard yet because every
Click.
single day we have
There you go.
rain predicted for the next several days. I'm guessing we're talking mosquitoes and not real pterodactyls.
Maybe.
Blue Dove is going to possibly be in Wonderland by KPL.
Heck yeah.
Well, let's see here. I'm 220. Maybe me too. That would be awesome.
Karen said not yet, but it's on the list.
Haven't watched it yet, but I'm guessing she's talking about.
Shorzy.
Oh, I was thinking.
You
Maybe,
forgot what you even asked.
Oh, I was thinking of Sandman. Sandman went into my mind. Hungry He's going to be a hot dog again.
For Halloween, I want to dress up this year. So, you know.
What are you going to dress up
I
as?
don't know. Something.
Last year you were the cat.
Yep.
Alan said the Sandman was good.
See, there's another.
Shauna said everyone thumbs up. 36 watching, 14 likes.
Heck yeah. High five.
Did they think you had chicken? What are we talking about?
I don't know.
He says yes, totally worth it. Watch the Sandman series.
Okay.
We will.
Here, speaking of series, is that, well, that Sandman, is that like,
I have no idea.
okay. You
I
don't
have
know
no
what it
idea.
is?
I have no
Heidi
idea.
said Hocus Pocus is a favorite. Yes.
Is Hocus Pocus coming out this weekend again?
I don't know, but I saw that you can watch it on Amazon Prime. So, I hope.
The train is coming. Would that be our train?
Was there a train?
We'd never knew.
We tend to block it out.
We've lived here now going on 3 years.
See,
Has it been-
Red Wine just said, see, there is
It's been 2
a
years.
train.
It's been 2 years.
And yes, Scott, Hocus Pocus is a classic.
I've never
and they
seen
need
it.
to watch it.
I've never seen it.
Yes.
You know, I think the reason I just didn't watch it is because it had Bette Midler in it. Like Bette Midler.
It's so good. It is a classic. We need to watch it.
Yes, there was definitely a train.
Yes. But maybe you still might be nuts and it wasn't a train? Because we didn't hear it.
Hager Heath watched Practical Magic last weekend.
I haven't seen that one.
Renee says, oh, they're real pterodactyls.
Oh,
with-
itchy stingers.
You know what?
Oh,
What?
they bomb her hounds.
Oh.
They are pterodactyls.
You know what? So, remember how I used to get eaten by mosquitoes?
Hold on.
Oh, no.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
Hocus Pocus is on Disney Plus. I'm so sorry. Not Amazon Prime.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I have not had a mosquito bite since I started keto.
I have.
I have not had one. And
I had one
I
little
used to
one.
get attacked when you guys.
You did.
Like me and Noah would always get attacked, and
Yeah.
nobody else. Well, Austin too. It must be in the blood
Yeah.
or in the Cheetos, because I
Or
have
in the
not.
Cheetos.
Yes, I have not got bitten that I can remember since. I mean, all of this summer. You know.
Yeah.
Just saying. Non-scale victory. Go me.
Yes.
Shauna's not into horror or scary, but did watch the first 2 episodes of She-Hulk.
I love some Disney. On Disney Plus,
I
you
think
said.
your dad was watching She-Hulk.
He was, and I was trying not to watch it because he was kind of halfway in between when he was over. But I like horror movies a lot.
All right, so Scott Dropped 6 pounds this week.
That's awesome.
6 pounds after a couple weeks, I believe. Yeah, like you said, holding steady.
Yeah. I was going to say, did you have any nuts or sunflower seeds this past week?
I think he might have pooped. Oop, gotta move.
All right. You're so weird. I'm so sorry for his weirdness. And Professor Toady, have you ever tried ribs in the Instant Pot?
We made them, I believe, one time.
It's been a while, but they were amazing.
Yes, I don't even think they were baby back. I think we just cut just regular spare ribs.
Right. And they still turned out really good.
Yeah, cut it in like thirds and put them in there.
Yeah.
And yes, they were good. And I've forgotten all about that. Thank you for reminding me. But you know, ribs have not been on sale here like all year.
I know. It's like, really weird.
The cheapest we can get.
We used to get them all the time.
Yeah, we can't get baby back ribs under like $5.99 a pound right now.
Right.
So as soon as they go on sale, we'll get them.
For sure. Definitely. And Heath said it's a comic book show.
Oh.
So that sounds up your alley, James.
Shauna says, okay, this is totally funny, but on Tuesday, I got to do my first Ross 55 plus discount shop. I only bought 2 things, and they were for Shelly and Renee.
Oh, that is so sweet.
I can't wait to get a 55 and up discount.
Aw.
That's one good thing. Blue Dove says, Sandman is new on Netflix. Trailer doesn't show much, though. Is it very risque?
Risque.
If it's risque,
yeah, we kind of need to know that, too.
We're going to have to watch it.
Well, Noah can't watch it if that, yeah. Diane said, I went to the store, Emiley, and bought a large head of cauliflower and my carrots, everything else, so I'm making the cauliflower soup probably tomorrow. I want to see a picture of it, Diane.
Stacy says there's a train that goes right behind our house also, and I never hear it anymore.
See?
Within like 2 weeks, it was what train?
Yes. Which, please.
And actually, when I first moved here, I could actually hear pictures rattling when it went by.
Yeah, he has really good hearing.
There was a rattle. So after a couple of weeks, I wouldn't hear the horn anymore, but I would hear the pictures rattling. And now I don't even hear the pictures rattling.
I don't hear the pictures rattling.
I don't care to watch Bette Midler movies either. Don't know why. I just don't care for her. I just associate her with being girly, I guess. I don't know, like a girl thing.
It's okay to watch a girl thing movie.
Hey, look who's here.
Lynette, hi.
Y'all should come to Texas.
I wanted to start waving because whenever I watch like anybody else and they say hi and they wave, I always wave back at the TV. So,
oh boy.
I don't know if you do that too.
Y'all should come to Texas. They don't care if you're keto or stay on an American diet. They don't discriminate.
All right.
He liked beaches.
My opinion.
Huh.
Okay.
Keto Kelly says, I've noticed something when I went carnivore. I used to get sunburned badly before. But mowing the lawn in full-blown sun the past 3 months, I haven't had a sunburn.
We have not either.
Oh.
I have tried so hard to at least get a tan this summer. Like I took a week off work just to use my pool and try to get a tan.
Speaking of tan, I've had the same tan lines all year, and I mow the grass with a sleeveless shirt on. I do anything I can to wear a sleeveless shirt
to get rid of the line.
But I can't get the rest of me tan. But it won't burn either. Like it does nothing. It does nothing. It's
crazy.
That is true for me. And another thing is,
yeah, it's been true for me.
Another thing is Noah hasn't been burning like he used to either.
No, he has gotten burned a couple times, but not anything like he used to.
He's redhead. I mean, it's to be expected. But he burned a couple times early in the season, and he hasn't got anything since.
No.
Nothing.
It's been wonderful.
Hello, Margie. It's funny because Noah would put his own sunscreen on. So like he would have like this is how Noah puts on sunscreen. He I think he sprays his hand and then he wipes and a wipe.
And then he goes.
And you can actually see his back would be totally red, but you could see white fingerprints where he just went down his back with his fingers and rubbed and was like,
He
okay.
can't do it
and he's
himself.
too excited to get in the pool.
Right.
So he just had some finger marks.
It's funny. Scott J is here. Hey.
Scott is here.
Yes.
My meat market had beef short ribs for $1.79 a pound, no limit.
Ooh.
You know, we've only ever had them just a couple times.
Yeah, but they're good.
They are good. The only thing bad about them is when we cooked them, it seemed like the meat, it really shriveled.
But it was still good. Still good.
Mom and I have a new tradition now. I guess Ross
Tuesdays. There we go.
Everybody's saying hi.
Oh, Shauna said pictures rattling here in California mean an entirely different thing.
I bet.
I'd rather a train. Yes.
I bet. That would
Saw your pictures from a few years back, and that makes me sad for you.
All right.
Yes, Diane, thank you. Heck yeah, Professor Toady. My wife won $1,000 at the casino Saturday for our anniversary. That is awesome.
I think that's
awesome.
an omen for us.
Awesome. I've never won.
I think it's an omen.
I mean, I've like broke even.
We're gonna have to go.
But I don't spend a lot either.
In Red Wine, I did see your video the other day.
Yes.
About the casinos.
That's like the one thing that we're able to go do like by ourselves.
Oh, all of you would be scared. All the stuff happens at my house, and I actually see it. Heidi said she cheats.
She uses a tanning bed.
Heidi, have you noticed that? Is it harder? Does your tanning bed have to work?
Yeah, is it harder
for you
to get tan in the tanning bed?
Shelly still got a sunburn, but it didn't hurt or blister.
That's awesome. That's still a win. Absolutely.
Stacy says happy anniversary. I guess we should have said happy. Did you say happy anniversary?
That was last week. Remember? I remember.
Okay, about ribs.
One type of rib better than others, or is it just the way you cook them? I personally like baby back ribs the best.
I like baby back ribs.
Yes.
I like that.
But which we haven't made them since then, when we made the ribs in the Instant Pot, and maybe if we had a smoker, that might change my mind.
Maybe if Emily would ever go and decide to get a smoker. Because I'm leaving it up to her now. It's in her court.
Stacy said my dad goes to Belterra Casino or something like that. That is not that far from us.
No.
However, we have a casino like really close to us.
Within like, it's 15 minutes.
Yeah. So.
But it's not a real casino. It's a racino, so it's only slot machines.
Yes. And racing.
Yes. Red Wine stays out of casinos. I go with Tanya sometimes.
Why do you stay out of them?
He doesn't. He goes with Tanya sometimes.
Oh. Do you just not play?
I think I just like to people watch.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have free Diet Dr. Pepper.
We're not drinkers. And the dogs are drinking.
Yeah.
Seems like every time.
I have only had, I believe, like 2. The only time I've drank since we started keto was when we went on vacation and I had a margarita.
Right.
Or 2.
Right. Keto Kelly said I actually didn't notice that I didn't burn until about 2 weeks ago. It's crazy. It is crazy. I think the only reason I even noticed
the dog's drinking
is because we saw somebody talking about it on a channel, didn't we?
I forget who it is. People commented. It might have been Dr. Barry.
Yeah.
It could have been. But then
it was like the light bulb came on. That makes sense now.
It kind of became a joke. I mentioned it to like my older son, and my older son thinks that, you know what I mean, this is all like hokum.
Kind of to a point, but he also has changed his diet.
He knows that it makes him feel better, but he still questions every single thing.
Yes. Yes.
Heidi says she has not gotten as dark as normal.
Okay.
And in case anyone doesn't know, Emily used to have tubes in her ears.
Yes.
I know we've told this story.
Many times.
Yes.
Since I was a baby.
But there might be someone in there that
hasn't heard it.
So she had to get tubes in her ears all the time. I'm telling her story and she's going to hate it. If she didn't have tubes in her ears, if one fell out shortly after, she'd have an ear infection, have to go in and immediately.
And yeah, the ear infection would not go away until I got them back in.
You can finish.
Go ahead.
What? You know it better than me.
I had to. I mean, it would be an ear infection. I'd take the medication. As soon as I was done with the medication, I'd get sick again until I was able to get the tubes back in my ears. But
since keto,
yeah,
they fell out.
They have fallen out.
And she don't need them back, which she would have needed them almost immediately.
Oh yeah,
so
definitely.
Somehow eating better opened her ears up. I don't know if that was...
I'm guessing inflammation in my ears or something.
Yeah.
I was always told by my doctor that the passageway in my ear was too small for fluid to pass through, and I had to have the tubes to help with the fluid passing through. But nope, I think it might have been inflammation.
Maybe.
Yes. Okay. Heidi said she's only been eating meat for about 5 months, so I can definitely see the financial aspect. I've noticed we've gotten more gadgets and whatnot.
But you know what? We still use the pan and the oven more than any of them.
The pan?
She says pan.
The pan, okay.
Pan and oven savvy.
Yep. We do use the flat top grill a lot.
I make my Korean recipe with those, Shauna. That wasn't for us.
No.
Why'd you let me click on that?
I don't know.
Okay, I have to read this.
Okay.
I had a recipe making ribs in the Instant Pot by Serious Keto and used Dr. Pepper Zero Cherry in the juice after. That sounded interesting. That's why I had to read it. Even though it wasn't to me, anything with Dr. Pepper and cherry and zero.
Yes. Kathy. Hi, my favorite keto people. How are you?
You know, okay, so we were watching, or I was watching Two Crazy Ketos interview with Autumn.
Uh-huh.
Did you listen to that?
I have not yet.
Right.
I'm behind this
So
week.
Autumn was talking about people they remember people in the channel and stuff, and when one person went away, they went and actually checked on them.
Yeah.
But it made me think of how many people when we first started used to comment, and they were like a staple. Like every time we posted, people were instantly respond, and then they just fall off, and it's like
disappeared.
And it's like, where's Jody?
Right.
There's just so many people, and we like, even though it's coming up on a year, but we still remember them people and wonder.
We do.
I wonder whatever happened.
They
to
were
them.
still a part of this journey for us, though.
Yeah, it's like, I wonder what happened to them, and someday they'll pop back up.
Stacy said that's great. Emily, my kids both had to have tubes when they were little.
Well, don't forget Keto Kelly said.
Yes.
That keto,
in my mind, cured my cancer. Absolutely. That's so awesome. So awesome.
Kids both had to have tubes in their ears when they were little. I remember people when they were little. I think you're the only one as an adult that I think had tubes.
Yeah.
And, you know, and no offense, but that was kind of a pain in the butt every few years that we had to go do that.
For you, you're saying. I couldn't hear for...
I know, but it was like a yearly expense, too.
Yeah, it was. So the cost of that, the surgeries to have it done, saving money there, right? It's awesome.
We're talking about Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Liz says, so happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm hoping my tinnitus will get better.
I hope so.
Is it tinnitus or tinnitus?
I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor.
Do we know what tinnitus means?
No, not 100%. I don't feel confident.
We don't know. I'm thinking of, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but I hope it gets better.
Yes. Lynette said, I noticed that too. I really miss people when they don't show up for a while, hoping they didn't fall off the keto wagon.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
It's almost like I bet Scott J is still here. It's I don't think people
we
realize.
appreciate you.
I think people think that like they're just a comment and that, like we don't read them and we don't know, but like we're waiting for comments and we're waiting for comments.
We enjoy them.
From people. Like we know who. If there's like we
We
might not.
know. Well, we'll talk to each other and we'll be like, did you hear what Rachel said? Or did you hear what Lynette said? Or did you see that pudding that Lynette had? Didn't it sound good? Don't you think we should get the things to make that pudding? And he knows who I'm talking about. So it almost feels like we know who these people are.
Even though we haven't met anyone
Right.
on here, I feel like I know them. And
Yes.
if one video goes by and people don't comment, I might not notice it. I ain't gonna lie. Or, you just think, well, maybe they haven't watched it yet.
Right.
But if like two
like
or
I'm
three
behind this week.
within a week, if someone hasn't commented, it's like, ooh, I hope they're okay.
Yeah.
Where are they at?
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Yes, and Scott is still here.
And we have over 1,700 subscribers. So like, I can still like. People aren't strangers. The people who
Right.
comment, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Even the jerks, I know them.
Oh boy. Has Emily agreed on carnivore?
We're doing it, and here's the deal: she hasn't agreed to it yet, but I think we're going to start Sunday.
I was actually thinking about it today. Okay, so Karen, you brought up a good point of to at least try it, to say you've tried it and you've done it. Like I totally am on board for that aspect or that facet.
We have to.
My other thought that I had today was, for the most part, we do mostly eat carnivore. It's onions here or mushrooms there or bell pepper there for the most part, and that's it. For the most part, right?
Yeah, so we're not really going to see anything drastic.
Right. So it's really not going to be that big of a deal, and I do want to be able to say I tried it and know if that's the route for me or if what I'm doing is the route for me. So maybe
we just want to be able
maybe it is.
We want to be able to compare. We've done the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. We've done keto, but we've never done carnivore.
Yes.
But I can tell you what's going to win.
What?
Keto.
Because
Keto's going to win because it's sustainable.
My biggest worry has been like I told you too, I don't want to feel like I'm on a diet. This has totally been a lifestyle change for me and it doesn't bother me. There were 3 giant big boxes full of donuts at work today
She sent
that
me
somebody
pictures.
brought in. I
She
did.
sent me pictures.
And it didn't bother me. Like, it does not bother me. I know how I feel and I know how I would feel if I ate that donut. So, I just don't want to feel like I'm on a diet. Like, I feel like keto, I can eat like this.
We don't feel like keto's a diet.
No.
In the beginning we did.
Yeah.
But I think by the time we started our channel in October.
Your sweet tooth, like, at least mine, like, my sweet tooth has diminished and
Mine hasn't. I still crave
But if you were to have something like a donut, you would be like, oh my God, that is so rich.
Yes.
Wouldn't you think?
Yes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, the
cheesecake, the apple pie cheesecake with keto chow.
The keto chow apple pie cheesecake.
It was so good, but it was so rich.
It was almost too rich for me.
Right. And they were small slices. I mean, it was cut into 12 slices, I think a 9-inch.
I had
right?
I had 2 slices. How many did you have?
At once, you didn't have it in one sitting though.
No, I had at different times.
And
but
I had 2.
I'm just trying to prove a point that how many did Noah have? Because I think he had 1.
I think he had 1. Austin, I think, hit it the hardest.
Which means that our non-keto family had 7.
Yes.
So that tells you how good the cheesecake was.
It was very good.
And it was the first cheesecake that Emily actually made that wasn't
baked. That wasn't
a no bake.
Right. Right.
Can I say something? Don't kick me. I prefer the no bake. I prefer just in the form of like a cream pie more than cooked than the top cooked like it was.
Yeah.
It was very good.
I would like pudding this weekend, please. hold on, Keto Kelly, 7 years remission. That is awesome. Awesome.
And she's been on keto for 7 years.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
I think I would relate the two, for sure.
I've not tried anything with diet soda on meats because I figured it was a lot to do with the sugars, breaking stuff down. I enjoy creating my own marinades now. Before keto, and this was several years ago, I got into a little bit of making my own
Dry rubs.
Yeah, dry rubs.
It had a lot of sugar in it.
It's all sugar.
Yeah.
It's all sugar. It's all it's all based with seasoning salt and sugar, or sugar and brown sugar. It's lots of sugar goes into it.
Have a good night. Yeah. I hope they win. Okay, Luz answered our question. Ringing in the ears minus constant hiss over 10 years. That would be horrible.
That would drive you crazy.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
You know what? I know what that is. I've heard of that. I think Dr. Barry just made a video of that not long ago.
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, Sharon didn't miss us.
We're glad you didn't miss us. We're happy to see you.
Lynette says that pudding.
Okay. I'm just imagining bring a chocolate pudding to work with me for lunch. Ringing in the ears. Okay.
Everyone's telling us.
Yes.
Have you investigated the acid carb thing?
No.
Did we have homework?
I'm embarrassed to say it.
What? Did you have homework?
Yes, I did, and I didn't, and I'm embarrassed. Scott, I'm gonna send James a message so I have it on my phone.
So I'll do it.
No.
Okay, Professor Toady says, James, you always ask the libido question in your interviews. At 67, my libido is going crazy since keto. And I ask...
That is his favorite question.
I ask the libido question not because I'm a sick old man or a pervert. It has nothing to do with that. It's the fact that... How do I put this?
Think before you speak. That's how you put this.
I didn't have a problem with it. I just didn't feel good.
About himself, maybe.
It was a lot about myself. It just changed a lot. It just changed a lot of aspects of life. To actually, be down like I am. I'm down 94 pounds and actually feel more alive, and I feel like doing stuff rather than just crashing out all the time.
Eat, crash, eat, crash.
Yes. Snack, crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. But you don't just wake up one day and say, "Oh, I feel like this." It's a gradual decline that you don't even realize. It's just slow. And the next thing you know, you don't even how did it get this bad?
But it's not even just that, though. Like, sometimes he'll go on a walk with me every now and then.
Sometimes.
Sometimes he'll do things that I want to do, like...
I always do. Like, go to Kohl's last night.
That didn't go very far.
Why?
You went to the car.
I've seen the prices. They want twice as much as I can go to the outlet mall right down the street and get the same thing for.
Blue Dove said, I know them too. You soon as well. And Lynette, you're 100% right. You can do anything for 30 days. I will probably be on board. I don't know if... Can I have keto chow on carnivore?
No. I mean, you could if you want to make it that way, but in order to do real carnivore, and that is going to be the problem with carnivore, and that's why keto is going to win, because I had keto chow for lunch today. I like having it made.
I have to have this pudding this weekend.
Yes, you do.
I have to.
Nope, I
It's
could
been
not
on my mind.
eat hard-boiled eggs for 30 days. No way. I'd rather be vegan.
I could.
No, you wouldn't.
I don't think I could do 30 days of only hard-boiled eggs.
I don't think I could do 30 days of being vegan. Could you?
I think it would be easier than eating only hard-boiled eggs for 30 days.
Really?
Yep, and Hungry Heath said BBB&E is carnivore.
And BBB&E is also keto.
Karen said being able to knock it off the list will be fun. I agree though, keto is the lifelong plan. The rest of the challenges are for fun. He is so on board, and he was so not on board with BBB&E, so it kind of surprises me a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, why not? I love steak and I love burgers.
Well,
right?
everyone's doing something in September. Everybody's doing, the crazy ketos are doing BBB&E.
Right.
But I don't want to do BBB&E. I don't know if I ever want to do BBB&E.
When is the Keto Palooza?
The end of September. So if we start now, if we start Sunday, we can do it for a month, and at the end, the day that we go, we can
All right.
take our measurements. Do
So
everything.
putting
Tomorrow.
carnivore Sunday, and then yeah,
Lynette says, I don't feel like keto is a diet.
that's why it is sustainable for me. That is exactly how I feel.
Yeah, it's not a diet anymore for me. It was in the beginning, but it is no longer a diet. It is just how I eat.
Yeah, my boss at work told me today, he's like, Emily, you want a donut? No. And I said, I don't. I said, I'll smell them. They smell good. He goes, all right, you got breakfast next. I'm sure it's going to be bacon and eggs. And I took my bacon and eggs out of my bag and giggled.
Scott says, I have to say I take it by the week, not the day.
Yep.
That's why keto is the proper human diet.
Okay, Heath. Wait till y'all see what we're making tonight. I know what you're making tonight, and it's kind of funny.
We have a story behind that.
Yeah. So when I made the Monte Cristo Stuffler, Derek, I have a hard time getting him to try things that I make like that, and he said, Emily, there's a Stuffler I want you to make, and sure enough, that's it. So he's been asking me all week, where is my Stuffler? And of course I have not made it. I just don't get the Stuffler out very often. You know?
All right, so I tell Emily everything we think of. So we made a video about a month ago when we decided that we were going to start doing interviews.
It's funny.
Because I knew, we actually made the video because, now I know that people's been interviewing. But it's like, it seems like as soon as anything that you think of...
It's already out there anyway,
Yeah.
so it doesn't even matter.
Anything that you think of,
Right.
if you don't act on it quick, like, there'll be a video of it the next day with someone else.
Right.
It's almost like people hear you.
Yeah.
And we've lost several videos.
We weren't going to do a video on what you're doing.
No, we wasn't gonna do the French dip, but it's funny because it was just talked about.
Yeah, it was just funny that it's kind of like when you talk about something and you get Facebook ads about it. That's how it was for us.
And I'm almost ashamed to say this in front of everyone, but I'm
I'm afraid of what you're gonna say.
I'm really not a big fan
Of
the Stuffler.
the Stuffler?
No, I mean, I think it does great for what it is. But because I don't like eggs, I like the mini waffles better.
Yeah.
Because they're less eggy, whereas the giant chaffle is too much for me.
I wouldn't mind making a sweet stuffed waffle instead of a savory. Lynette said, wait until you try Keto Chow pumpkin cheesecake. I don't have pumpkin cheesecake.
Well, they haven't came out with pumpkin yet.
It's not back yet, right?
Not back.
Okay.
Yes, and Heath made fudge.
Ooh.
They had a video this week, and I was actually driving when I listened to it.
I didn't see that.
I listened to a recipe video.
Oh, I do remember seeing. Okay.
Renee says, always said donuts make me angry because you eat one and it's just air and sugar. Then before you realize it, you've eaten a dozen of them. Not worth a moment on the lips. And then you're asleep.
Yep. Then it's nap time.
People saying goodbye.
Do you guys know anyone that needs a ticket to Keto Palooza? We were just talking about
We're still on the fence about Noah.
Noah.
And the thing is yes, it would be absolutely phenomenal just for me and Emily to go and
It would be a weekend to ourselves.
Yes, but in the meantime, see, Noah is struggling because he's not struggling because we do it, but to him, it's a diet. It's almost like,
Right.
why can't we have the stuff, the other
Why
things?
can't we go get Chinese food?
Yes. So I think it would be good for Noah to go, well, first off, and meet everybody.
Right.
But second off, if he could just absorb something from people, maybe at the convention, maybe, you know what I mean? You can't make people change their thoughts and you can't make people learn.
Right.
But if it was his idea.
Mm-hmm. But we just feel like it would be good for him. We're just still on the fence. Still on the fence.
But anyone who's watching, I know that Joe and Rachel, if you use their code for Keto Palooza, you'll get $25 off until 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern.
Yep.
So it's
We got to decide soon.
an extra $10.
Yeah.
Stacy said, excited for some
chaffles
chaffles
tonight after not being able to eat yesterday, and it's
Stuck and burned.
in it. Oh.
I don't think I've ever burned a chaffle.
Karen's got to head out for a family walk. I hope you enjoy it. Maybe I can get James to go on a walk tonight with me.
All right, so I totally know why Joe and Rachel
I think we're behind.
have made their living room a studio because,
Yeah.
all right, this is starting to take me a half hour to set everything up and plug it in, and then it's another half hour to disassemble it.
Don't.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
He's happy now because he can look down and see it. He's like, hey, it's alive. Then libido went crazy. Yep. And you know what's funny? Derek disappears into his room for hours at a time now.
Hungry Heath said, depends on if you include sweeteners as part of your carnivore. Most groups say no sweeteners for carnivore. If I'm going to do carnivore for a month, I think I'm going to have to do no sweeteners.
I think I'd want to do it right.
Yeah, I think I agree.
And by a month, I'm thinking 4 weeks. There's 4 weeks in a month, right?
Yeah.
There's 4 weeks in a month when you're doing a challenge.
Lynette said, did somebody mention that pudding? My favorite lunch ever. It sounds so good to me. Which, please, I'm doing what works for me. Plan in September. I like that.
Scott says, I could do vegan 30 days, but I would be
even meaner than I am. That would be him.
Heidi says, being vegan for 12 years helped me appreciate how unrestricted I am on keto.
I could see that perspective.
I
could totally see that perspective.
You know, I know what vegetables do to my stomach.
Uh-huh.
I would just be in the bathroom all the time.
Right.
We don't know what dessert you're making. What are you making?
I can't wait though. It's okay to still release the videos because everyone has their own take. That's why I feel recipes cannot be owned, is what Heath said.
Renee says, the Stuffler is too much bread for this witch.
Yeah, I just don't even...
It's too much. Maybe if we could stuff it with more, maybe if it was a less egg, you know what I mean? More stuff.
Right. Stacy said Blue Dove said she was taking her 13-year-old.
Yes.
I really think we should take Noah.
I do too. But I don't want to make him because he has an invitation to go stay with his 22-year-old brother for the weekend.
And play video games.
And play video games and hang out with a brother.
And probably eat garbage. I hate to say it, but...
Yeah, but they don't eat all
No,
garbage.
they don't. But they would take him out somewhere like the trampoline park or something. So...
Removing the chaffle and eating the guts.
Yes.
Blue Dove says Casper is 13 and just bought the ticket last night.
All right, we let's decide tonight by end of night.
Hungry Heath says get a separate room for him. All this libido talk, you need your own room.
Maybe we shouldn't take him.
Hey Heath, don't you have a house? Ain't you guys renting a house? Shauna says settle for making 2 chaffles and stuff something between them. Oh boy.
Shauna said, I'm definitely more of a ketovore person. I won't go without my keto chow coffee in the mornings.
Yeah, I really don't.
Speaking of keto chow, Noah asked last night if he could bring a keto chow for lunch today, which kind of surprised me. And I asked him today when I got home how it was, and he said it was good.
What kind did he have?
Guava.
Grapefruit.
He really liked it. Heath, we will see you soon.
We will see you soon.
Yes.
In 5 minutes.
Lynette said, seriously, I bought a ticket. Are you not going? Is that what you're trying to say, Lynette? Because I really want to meet you.
I almost wonder if Lynette's company got her a ticket.
I don't know. It's not that kind of house.
Upside down pineapples.
Oh.
All right, well.
Make sure you head over and see Hungry Heath and Shelly and check out what they're making tonight. So.
Oh, good. Shauna posted the.
Oh, she did.
The What How Do You Did channel.
Yes.
And go and listen to her story because she definitely has a good story.
Yeah. I really like it.
Have we talked to her?
To.
About.
Heidi?
Yeah.
About. I don't think. I'm not 100% sure.
Heidi, we should interview you.
That's what he was getting at.
Yeah, hit me up in the email. Because your story is awesome.
Yes. Okay, Lynette will be there. I can't wait to meet you guys. You guys just seem like my kind of people.
And there's the link for...
And Kathy said, Emily, can you do without keto chow ice cream for a month? That is the part that I think will bother me. But I think I can...
We can do it. It's 30 days.
Through.
It's 30 days.
But I definitely will want to start on Sunday because of Keto Palooza. Because I hear that there's different snack people there.
There's snacks.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. And... Go Hungry Heath is up next.
Yes, I want to see how he's making this French dip.
I do too. So thank you guys so much for watching and have a great day.
Yes.